Donald Trump's biracial former girlfriend.
She quotes him as saying, "You got your looks from your mother and your intelligence from your dad." Yeah. The white side.
Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on Ksee 24.
You could call it a teaching crossover event. Two different schools, two different teachers bringing their students together to learn. In today's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson reports on how a Clovis couple who teach career tech education have their students learning from each other.
Jay Eichmann has taught construction technology for over a decade. His classes at Clovis High School are popular with students. And in 2019, he was the Fresno County ROP Teacher of the Year.
In career tech, that you can take students who maybe are a little bit disenfranchised with the education system, and they can light on fire again for their own futures. And that is such a rewarding part of this job.
At Clovis East High School, you will find another teacher just as passionate about career tech education.
Left arm, B2.
To see young people grow and blossom, and you know that you have a positive impact on them, that you're helping society one student at a time, there's just nothing better than that. There really isn't.
Dr. Kelly Eichmann is Jay Eichmann's wife, and she teaches the patient care pathway classes at Clovis East. The couple often collaborate on new ways to teach students.
My husband and his brilliant ideas always. This is a great one. You know, I have to say all of his ideas are fantastic, and this one included.
His idea? Having his wife's patient care pathway students teach his construction class how to respond to accidents that may happen on site, on the job.
It's just to make sure that the AED is working.
As much as we don't want accidents to happen on a construction site, it's important that these young people know how to respond if something does happen.
In this teaching crossover event, Dr. Eichmann's class set up 5 stations to teach the construction students how to administer CPR.
There we go.
What to do if your coworker is choking. They were taught how to treat something as serious as an impalement injury.
It's okay.
It makes me feel more safe and more secure on knowing what to do, because I feel like if you were put in a situation where you didn't know what to do, it'd just make things worse.
Dr. Eichmann says participating in these training events gives her students more confidence.
Then you want to wrap around once. What we know is kids learn by doing, and they learn so much more when they're the ones presenting.
The idea of students teaching students has gone so well that students in the Medical Pathways program are also teaching safety skills to those in the child development and welding pathways. For Education Matters, I'm Juanita Stevenson, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
That is a genius idea, definitely capitalizing on an opportunity there. All right, Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is happening today and tomorrow. Largely celebrated in Mexico, it's a day of prayer and remembrance of friends and family members who have died. And Coltia La Salud is hosting a Dia de los Muertos bike ride and walk for families. I knew I was going to mess that up. The event is to help spread awareness about bicycle and pedestrian safety and injury prevention. Families can join the walk or ride, and they can decorate sugar skulls and build altars in memory of loved ones who were lost to bike and pedestrian injury and accidents. This is a free event, and it's happening tomorrow at the Mosqueda Community Center from 2 to 5 p.m. And we'll have all the information online as well. Coming up here, there is Day for Everything, and today it's versatile, incredible vinegar. So we're drinking this stuff. See how next.
How many stars are on the U.S. flag?
24.
There is really a sellout going on.
Almost like a cover-up.
All new Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on Ksee 24.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So, Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone. Call now.
With violent crime in our communities and the cost of gas, food, and medicine rising, we need a leader in the assembly that we can trust to fight for us, not a quitter like Mark Pazin. While murders in Merced County hit an all-time high, Mark shamefully abandoned his post as sheriff, quitting in the middle of a gang crisis to take a fancy Sacramento political gig. We can't trust a politician like Mark Pazin, who already turned his back on us. The stakes are too high.
Families are struggling, and David Valadeo is making things worse. Valadeo voted against capping insulin prices, refused COVID relief for families, but his family business took thousands, even opposed raising the minimum wage. David Valadeo, out for himself, but Rudy Salas is putting the Valley first. Salas got overtime pay for farm workers and stood up to drug companies to lower insulin costs. Rudy Salas, lowering costs, standing with us. DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Let's fill up on the truth. Rudy Salas is the only Democrat who voted against the gas tax increase. Salas voted against increasing the gas tax. That's the truth. Meanwhile, David Valadeo's helping big oil jack up prices at the pump. Just this summer, voting against cracking down on oil company price gouging. And Valadeo's taken over $450,000 from the oil and gas industry. Fed up when you fill up? Thank David Valadeo. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Hi, folks, we're back, and we're here to remind you, if you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much money you can get for your accident and how quickly. Hello, I'm Gina, along with spokesperson Rob. Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now, and we'll let you know how much money you can get for your accident.
Thanks, Rob. Call now.
Welcome back. So, National Vinegar Day. It's today, November 1st. Who knew? And what better way to celebrate than with a fabulous Negroni cocktail with an unexpected ingredient, vinegar from California. So, joining us now is Gloria Molis to make a cocktail with the special ingredient of the day. So, Gloria, thanks for being here. Tell us what cocktail you're making for us today.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for having me today. So, today we're going to do a Negroni Espallato. It's called Espallato because it's supposedly mistaken because we're going to use Prosecco instead of gin. That's normally what it's Negroni is done with.
Oh, okay. I like that. I always like a little bit of bubbly in my cocktails. So this cocktail has vinegar in it, which seems like it might not be that good. But tell us why it works in this drink.
I agree with that. I know it can sound kind of awkward, but okay, so the Negroni is an aperitif drink. In the Mediterranean, we drink aperitif drinks before eating with the aperitivo in order to open your appetite and to whet your palate. So normally it's a drink that is really bitter, right? That's why normally you have smaller snacks like olives, chips, anchovies. So since it's a really bitter drink, we believe that adding our vinegar, Spark, it's balsamic vinegar with plum and basil. So it's sweet. It's really sweet as a forward. So it really cuts through the bitterness. So it really adds that touch of sweetness to the drink.
Yes. So vinegar in a cocktail is a bit of a surprise, but I think that the balsamic especially works really well because it can add some sweetness to it. So tell us other ways that we might be able to use this ingredient in other cocktails.
Oh, in other cocktails? So you can, I mean, for me, I love to use a Bloody Mary as well. Just because, like, I love to bring the sweetness into the sweetness and as well the acidity into the Bloody Mary. You can add it to like vodka with strawberries, vodka strawberry with lemon. It will be great too because it will add also that touch of sweetness and as well the acidity of the vinegar. So I will add it to actually any cocktail because I love it.
Oh, I love the idea of it in a Bloody Mary. That sounds delicious. So Olivio's Amigos Spark Vinegar is produced in California. So tell us why California is such a great place to produce vinegar.
So California produces more than 80% of all the wine in the U.S. So I believe like we're great here at growing grapes, and grapes is the main ingredient that the vinegar has. So it's a good way of like using the grapes that they're left from the wine, or like the ones that they're not going to be using it for the wine that season, and then fermentate it and use it with, because also we're good at growing fruits. So it's a good way of mixing both together and creating a vinegar.
I love this. Yes, we are very good at growing and producing all kinds of commodities here in California. What inspired you to create the full line of products at Olivo Amigo?
So I was born and raised in Spain, and when I moved to the US 5 years ago, when I was trying as an olive oil sommelier, when I was trying to find an olive oil that I liked it, I couldn't. And that's when I found out that the US only produces 5% of all the olive oil we consume, compared to the Spain, that we produce more than 50% of all the olive oil in the world, being more or less the size of California. So that's when I decided, like, I wanted to bring the high quality and fresh olive oil to the US. And then I believe I wanted to, like, complete the Mediterranean experience with some balsamic vinegar from California. That's my home place right now. And as well with a Mediterranean spice blend, that it's like a celebration in your mouth, all of them together. It's like being right in the Mediterranean when you try them together.
Well, I'm excited to try this in a cocktail. So let's have you make the cocktail for us so I can see how it's done.
Perfect, let's go for it. So first, we're gonna get the glass and add a good of ice into it. And we're gonna start with Campari. We're gonna add 1 ounce of Campari into the cocktail. So here we have it. We're gonna go with 1 ounce. And it's great because it's like, we can have it right before lunch to open our appetite. And that's wonderful. So 1 ounce of Campari, then we're gonna add 1 ounce of Martini Rossi, sweet vermouth. So let's go for 1 ounce.
That's where we get the bitterness from.
Yes, and the Campari too.
Okay.
The Campari is where it's coming from too. It depends, like a lot of people love it. In Europe, it's all we have like before lunch, and at home with my family and my husband, they love it. Ever since my father introduced him to it, it's all he has on the weekends. So now we're gonna add the Prosecco. So the Prosecco will be like, just feel it all, and then to it, we're gonna add a splash of vinegar. We can add 1 ounce of vinegar, but I just like to go by eye. So, there we go. And then you can get just some rosemary to garnish with and use it to remove it. At home, we also have small whisks that we use to remove it as well. And now you have your Negroni Sbagliato ready.
That is a beautiful drink. Okay, so the Martini Rossi in San Francisco, I don't know why this is big there, but they drink Fernet, and it's sort of like a similar taste. The vinegar is probably delicious with that. I cannot wait to make one of those. So, and I think your box back there would make an excellent holiday gift. We will have all the information on Olivo Amigo on our website, and stick around because I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna try to make this one at the end of the show. So, Gloria, thank you so much for being here today. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your Negroni.
So stick around. We mix up our own cocktail for Vinegar Day. That's next.
What do I see on Ksee? Stories of everyday people making a big difference. I see our future generations eager to learn, and I love teaching them about weather and climate. These are the students who are going to create the sustainable future that we've all been talking about. They inspire me to keep learning and provide the most accurate forecast possible. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact. And I invite you all to see it here every day on Ksee 24 News.
When you have connections, life is good. And life's really good for Sacramento politician Adam Gray. You paid his salary and benefits most of his adult life. Gray took lavish trips and gifts from special interests. Gray played the system. Even his scandal-ridden father-in-law got in on the gig. Registered as a state lobbyist once Gray got elected. Adam Gray, he's connected the Sacramento way. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Ever since that driver hit my minivan, I haven't been able to just relax. Until I found the injury attorneys at BD&J.
BD&J attorneys will be by your side every step of the way. Make the right call. BD&J.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard led to a lot of firsts for me. It helped pay for me to be the first person in my family to graduate debt-free, buy my first home, and I'm one of the first to respond if my community ever needs me. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com.
There's one thing you should never have to search for: an affordable, comprehensive Medicare Advantage plan like Brand New Day.
Let's find a plan that works for you.
Brand New Day offers low or $0 monthly premiums for services including hospital and doctor visits, dental care and implants, vision exams and eyewear, even hearing aids. Medicare's annual enrollment period ends December 7th. You can enroll in person, online, or over the phone. Call the number on your screen or visit us online.
NASCAR on KC24 is brought to you locally by Stonefield Home.
To protect Valley families, State Senator Melissa Hurtado took on her own party, fighting against the early release of violent criminals. She's working across party lines to increase funding for local law enforcement and crack down on human traffickers. Now, as the Valley faces a fentanyl crisis, Hurtado is working to prevent overdoses and save lives. Endorsed by California's police chiefs and first responders, State Senator Melissa Hurtado. She's all Valley.
So there it was, the cocktail I bet you'd never thought you'd try, a balsamic vinegar Negroni. So we have all the things to make this little unexpected cocktail here, and we also have a little help from Silly Grams. Silly Grams creates custom molds, and, ice molds, and can feature a logo, initials, or unique design. You can customize each cube on your tray. So in this one we have 4. You could do 4 separate designs if you felt like it. There's no minimum order quantities. You can order 1,000 trays, or you can order just 1. Silly Grams ice trays are available in multiple shapes and sizes to fit your glassware. So with Silly Grams, you can add that to your Negroni. So they do like octagon shapes, or they do like flowers or ice balls. So if we'll get a nice shot of it here, this is the one that they sent me, and it's got a, God, my hands are so disgusting. It's got a like a flower with an initial in it. It says P in the middle of it. If we can see, yeah, you can see that. And it also has directions on how to do clear ice. I tried, but I was not very good at it. Oh no! Okay, everybody stay right there. I forgot, don't worry, I forgot my measuring glass. But now we're gonna make the Negroni. So you need an ounce of Campari. So we'll do a little Campari. We're gonna eyeball an ounce. Hopefully that's an ounce. We'll do an ounce of Martini Rossi. A little bit of this. That's what gives it that bitter taste. And then all we do is we top with Prosecco, which I opened during the commercial break, and I got all over the place. I didn't think it was gonna open that easy. And then, because it's vinegar day, we're gonna use our Olivo Amigo balsamic vinegar and just get a little splash. There we go. And this is your balsamic vinegar Negroni. I actually love Negronis, and I've never had one with balsamic, so let's give it a little taste. Oh, that's really good. It's very, the Prosecco makes it nice and bubbly, and then the balsamic gives it kind of like a little umami sweet taste. I love this. This is delicious. This is something that you might get in a fancy restaurant. Oh, they gave me a nice golden whisk to whisk up my Negroni. Okay, we will put the recipe for this balsamic vinegar Negroni on our website. Check out our website at yourcentralvalley.com/CVT. If you ever miss anything from the show, or you just want to watch it all again, that's where you can see it there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers. Happy Vinegar Day, folks.
What do I see on KC?
I see stories of everyday people making a big difference. There is such an amazing sense of passion and drive in the people in the Central Valley. Families